Okay, sorry about that. Number one, the Wi-Fi kept going on and off, so that last live stream I attempted, it had to end because I kept getting a buffering signal, and I decided to close the blinds because number one, it's getting a little cloudy out there, not to mention the glare on the screen. So, yeah, we'll give this live stream another attempt, see what happens. You know what? It's the same height. Let me try this. This should work. Yeah, I got a what's it called? A Rubik's Cube. I got it underneath the freaking iPod. Just trying to get this damn thing to work, guys. Oh, there we go. Not the best angle, because I prefer to have it at eye level, but hey, we work with what we got. So we'll see if anybody comes on this time. We got 4 people. That's way more than we had in the previous live stream attempt. So this live stream, I didn't see the whole thing, but I did see part of their live. Because I know today, for example, it's just been oval pandemonium. It's like all the cast have been living with each other, and then I think some people are planning to go live after the episode, then of course live tweet and everything else in between. But yeah, it should be some fun stuff tonight. Looking forward to a pretty good show. And we'll give it until like the 5-minute mark this time, since I tried so many times before. But yeah, this live stream, we can talk about, what we potentially expect for the night. Things like that, nothing too crazy. I mean, I feel like Greenleaf and their cliffhanger alone last night. Come on now. I guess this will be my last night with the banner. I mean, maybe I'll put it in a rotation like the other ones, but I've been really featuring the oval one since, well, this is the final week. Hey, how's it going? Dang, that's some heavy stuff. Yeah, when the haves and the have-nots ends, that's going to be a feeling because they've been together for years, since like what, 2013 arguably. The show debuted in what, 2014? Or was it 13? Let me double check. I forgot. No, I think it was 2013. Yeah, 2013. So like 2012, I'm guessing, is when Tyler had him filming. Yeah, the Oval tonight is 2 hours long. So from 9 to 11, it's going to be 2 episodes back to back. I wish Owen would put the entire. Oh, excuse me. I wish Owen would put the entire reunion on their YouTube channel. They got bits and pieces of it, but not the full reunion. I mean, with Greenleaf, they went ahead and put the whole thing up. So why not do the same for If Loving You Is Wrong? I mean, it was the final thing after all. Yeah, we ready for the night? Ready for what's that song? Waiting for tonight. Ah. Who do you think dies tonight? I hang on. I'm pulling up my video now because I got the thumbnail where I pick like certain people. I mean, Diane is about to potentially ruin the administration with a bang. Yeah, who did I say? And these are the 6 characters. So I said Mike die. Max, Bobby, Lily, Ellie, Diane, Gail. So maybe 1 or 2 of those people. I think Max is the one that's still alive, but he's barely clinging to life, and maybe Kyle goes to finish him off. Maybe Bobby gets caught trying to help Lily. So, I mean, remember with Sisters, I said that episode 24 was better than episode 25, despite the fact that episode 25 had that cliffhanger of Gary being arrested and everything. Ooh, that's a good observation. Ellie wearing a blue dress just like Marcy did. That's a very good observation. I didn't even think about that. Mm. Yeah, that's why I'm not too crazy about watching it live, even though I feel like I should because I'm wide awake and, well, this is the final night. I might as well be up live tweeting. Yeah, I agree. They're probably comedy related. They're having a Twitter party. Where, right now or at 9 when the show comes on? Oh, we got over 10 people. Oh, 9 p.m. Nice, nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's already 7 o'clock. Dang. But they are live on the BET page, I think. Okay. Yeah, that makes the most sense to have it in like one location. So how do those Twitter parties work? I want to be honest here. You know me. I used to be religious when it came to my tweets, but now I'm kind of faded out. But mic drop. Anybody like for the 12 people watching? Are you going to be watching live? Will you be live tweeting? Or will you just decide to catch the episodes at a later time because, well, you got to wake up early or you just don't feel like dealing with the commercials? Yeah, I know she's been doing cast interviews all day. I've been seeing not all of them. Look. Despite what I do for a living, I can't. I don't sit here and watch lives all day. But thank goodness for IGTV. All day. Oh, I'm pulling up the live stream on my computer. Thank goodness for IGTV. There we go. No, this is the season finale. This isn't the end. They're going to be filming season 2 later this month. Yeah, I'm going to do reviews for separate episodes. I'm not going to do one big one. It's just I'm mad though because after the first episode, I can't really do theory videos, you know? I mean, maybe I'll go live after the episode. We'll see. We'll see. All I want to know is will we find out who killed Denise tonight? I feel like that would be a weird way to not, I mean, a weird thing not to find out. Yeah, that's really what it. I mean, you know me. Typically, I only go live after an episode if it was really good or really bad, or if I'm bored and it's like, hey, let's chat about the episode. Actually, bear with me. I'm actually in the Oval Facebook group, and there's like 20 posts I need to review real quick to see if I can let them in. Yeah, maybe we will get a promo tonight. You never know. You never know. I'm hoping it's good. I really am. I hope it really is good. We know who killed Denise Max. Do we? Sorry, I'm not ignoring your chats. Like I said, I'm going through these posts real quick. Hey, thanks for coming to the channel. See, there's so many spam posts in this dang group. That's why I got to go through and filter through it. All right, that does it. Donald said we have a special guest star in season 2. Tyler Perry. Obama. All right, well, let's see here, guys. Let's keep it going. We're 10 minutes in. We got about almost 20 people. So let me look at the chats, make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think Max is alive, but Kyle's going to kill him tonight because I seen Kyle shoot somebody in the promo. That looked like the scene where he shot Yuma. So I feel like that was a reuse scene. Eating anything special tonight during the finale? Probably not. Last night I had KFC, so I'm not doing anything too wild, you know. So, nah. I might throw some in the microwave, and that's about it. I mean, I've been drinking more water. Like I said, at KFC, that was my first fast food since Thursday. So I've been doing pretty decent. Not amazing, but decent. I believe the first parents lady had Denise killed. I agree. As soon as they found out about Hunter giving Denise that insider stock information, that was like a red flag right there. You know, like, oh, snap, he shouldn't have done that. Oh, yes, Ethel. Ethel, you're new to the channel. Okay. If they killed Gail, that they're really crazy. I mean, well, they killed Amanda in the first season, so, I mean, you never know. Oh, we got 20 people now. Okay, well, guys, if you're just tuning in, we're just kind of doing like our own little live pre-finale discussion. Like, what do we want to see in the finale, things like that. Because on Instagram, they have been doing live streams with the cast all flipping day. Hey, I'm doing all right. Hope you are as well. Let's see here. I can't believe it's almost Thursday. I mean, you don't mic drop unless you say something crazy. I mean, like I said, do you think the panties are? I mean, how do you? What do you think she's going to say? It looks like she's the one who's holding the press conference. I mean, is she just going to? I mean, is it a situation that after she finds out Ellie is now her own superior, she's like, you know what? Bump this. I'm about to blow this entire administration out of the water. So will she just expose Hunter's mistress, and then, oh yeah, that woman that was beheaded, that was Hunter's. So it's like, if Denise, I mean, excuse me, if Diane does this, will that put a target on her head? You know, is it a situation where her putting a bad light on the current administration, will that cause like the 5 families to try to kill her? That's something I'm wondering about. Because I actually like the character. She's only been on like, what, 2 episodes so far? Let's see. Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. What will Ma, excuse me, what will Ma do to Gail? I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited to see Ruth tonight too. No clue on season two's episodes. I mean, I think Sisters said they have 22 episodes in season 2, so maybe the Oval will have 22 as well. I wonder why they do that. I'm not 100% sure. It's like, I mean, some shows are like their first seasons are one amount of a certain amount of episodes, but then the season two is like either shorter or longer. Maybe it has to do with like cost effectiveness or something along those lines. All right, good night. Okay. I don't trust Kareem. Something seems off about him. Agreed. I agree. I've done good. Haven't watched Hamilton for like the fifth time, so had a couple of tunes in my head, but I've been asleep most of the day because, like I said, I was up practically from yesterday afternoon to about 10 a.m. this morning getting these videos done, and you know how it is. But thankfully, this is like the last week I have to deal with that because next week is strictly Greenleaf, so I'll just be focusing on that show. But yeah, also tonight's a milestone in itself. Kudos to Tyler Perry. It's the end of his second big show on Viacom. I mean, not counting the BET Plus series, but Sisters had a decent run, especially when they changed to the 9 p.m. time slot. And the Oval, that's been blowing it out of the water easily. Let me check the numbers. Yeah, I mean the lowest rated episode was a 0.84. Everything was either point 0.9 or above a million views. So the show did pretty well, but I still think, and not to throw shade, but I still think that the haves and the have-nots would have done phenomenal on BET. I feel like the haves and the have-nots would have gotten way more views. I still don't trust Bobby. Once again, just think about it. You go from saying, hey, play the long game, get some dirt, and then you can leave, to file for divorce, give me your phone, your car keys to get rid of them, and then we'll go on the run. I do not understand that. I mean, but Lily did say, look, I can't take it if you betray me, but even if you do, I'm dead anyway, so Lily has nothing to lose, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Sorry, I had a bobblehead from when I was in college, a Sparky the mascot, and I accidentally broke it. So, yeah, the head was the only thing that stayed intact. So I got a little spring on the bottom. Da, 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 da. 719. Let's see here. Anything else? I mean, we could just chill. I mean, I ain't got nothing else to do. Later this week. Later this week. Because I figured it would be smart to wait for my have and have not recap review once I change the name back to the haves and the have nots review. I'm going to change it back probably by Friday. Yeah, so Friday I'll drop the If Loving You Is Wrong and have not recaps. Well, tonight's episodes. Yeah, it's 2 hours because we're getting two. Yeah, 2 episodes. Oh, Jason or Barry. Jason or Barry. Yeah, I mean, nobody filming right now has given spoilers, but they just say, it's going to be pretty wild. There are new characters. What do you think Andy will do? I don't know. Oh, you're talking about Jason, yeah. walking around without any, both walking around without any clothes on and whatnot. Let's see here. I heard season 2 is going to be way better than season 1. And season 1 wasn't awful. No, I mean, it had its low points where it just felt like the story was dragging on. But I hope that, if Tyler saw any kind of feedback or maybe even from the cast themselves, maybe they can use that to make season 2 even better. I mean, remember, season 2 is, I believe, 22 episodes instead of 25. So I guess that means with 3 less episodes, it can kind of condense things to make it where, yeah, we're definitely going to move forward and not drag out certain storylines or certain scenes. So as long as that's happening, I'll be quite satisfied, to be honest. But I mean, I'm not saying that season 1 set the bar too high, but it's like, well, dang, with everything that went down, it's like, where can you go from there? Maybe is Diane on Kylie's killing? Wait, what? Unfortunately, nah. I have not been able to see any kind of ratings for Ruthless or Bruh. I mean, yeah, because remember, I was reviewing like how many shows at that time? Multiple shows. It had to be close to 4. Like I think it was Have and Have Nots, The Oval, Sisters, and Sisters. The videos weren't doing good at all. I mean, it was a miracle if a video hit 300 views. And then it wasn't until like 4 episodes of me not watching where I noticed certain videos blowing up. Like I think the first video that really got my attention a couple of weeks after I posted it was, will Jasmine and Andy team up against Gary? And I was like, oh, okay. But the thing about it was, the Andy related videos were the only videos that were actually doing decent numbers. I mean, my episode reviews weren't doing anything at all, like, and it was priority. It's like I got all these shows, but at the end of the day, I got to prioritize which ones that are getting the most views, aka ad revenue, so I can keep the lights on. Yeah, I hope J. Anthony Brown isn't wasted in the show, kind of like Jack A was in The Pains. Somebody who is very funny, but wasn't really utilized great. I mean, I would say, well, Sister surprised me with how relatable it was being a male watching a female-driven show. But Bruh took it next level because I was just insane relatability. But I would have to say, I don't know. I mean, I feel like so far, Bruh has been more satisfying because Sisters, I remember watching Sisters going, man, like this show could easily be 30 minutes long. It doesn't need to be 42. Whereas Bruh, it's like, yo, these are bite-sized episodes, but they're here just long enough to hold my attention and keep me wanting more. But there have been a handful of episodes that really dragged on. So it's difficult for me to actually say which one I think is the best, but I think they're both good in their own ways. See, that's the thing. I mean, she was funny in those first episodes, but then it got to the point where Tyler was just dragging out the jokes. I mean, I think one of the best examples of a joke that did not stick, it didn't even land, and it just kept going on. Remember when they found the money in the laundromat? Ella went to the bank to deposit it in their account, and she had the receipt. And we spent like 5 minutes of the episode of her running around the bedroom trying to find a place to hide it. And like every time she would open a drawer, look in a coat pocket, she would find Curtis snacks. So it's like that wasn't funny. So I mean, hell, there was that one episode where I think Nyla left the kids there alone, and like the first 7 minutes of the episode were Kenny and Lynn telling, oh, mommy's upstairs. Oh, she's in the backyard. So Ella was just running up the stairs, going down. It's like, and Curtis being knows. I mean, we can go on and on about how awful the Pains was, but like I said, I got an entire playlist going into that. Heck, how about the one where, what's his name? Terrence, right? Terrence, him and Curtis were sitting down talking about ice cream. And it's like, okay, how long are we going to stretch this out, bro? That Home Alone storyline was 7 episodes. Dang, that's messed up. Well, you're right, though. I didn't like that House of Pain didn't do that. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. I didn't like that House of Pain didn't do that. Oh, yeah. House of Pain just felt like we actually had more going on, you know? So I was happy with that series. But like I said, there was a point where I just missed way too many episodes. Yeah, I'm glad that Tyler gave those characters ways to kind of redeem themselves, because what is it? Oval Sisters Ruthless. Because I didn't like the Pains, because I felt like we had a lot of wasted talent. You know, like, I'm pretty sure what we saw in the Pains wasn't equivalent to the actor's ability. Like, don't get me wrong, like, if you do what you need to do to get that money, but at the same time, I don't know. Like I said, people were going in about the whole situation about her being pregnant, so that's why I did the video. But we'll find out.
That's when you got to play some.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if we're going to get like a recap of what happened in Florida, or if whatever happened in Florida actually happened. But we'll find out soon enough. Sorry. Just didn't want to miss a chat there. I think it's possible. Also, sometimes people are just too tired. Yeah. Especially stress. I'm okay with it not happening. Let's just forget it. I can't wait for the mic drop. Me neither. Maybe that's the cliffhanger for the first episode. Maybe the first episode ends with the mic drop. I didn't even think of that. Forget the Florida stuff from the Pains. Yeah. The Pains is kind of like the front and end parts of a loaf of bread. Nyla was pregnant too long. Hey, I will say this though. Hang on. I will say this. I will give the Pains credit for this. Time went by. Even though storylines dragged on, time went by. Like, look, there was a good amount of time that, I mean, time went by, but it was kind of ridiculous because there was like no kind of fluidness to it. It's like, oh, well, wow. Like in one episode, Curtis and Ella renovated their house, or we talk about how it's been a few weeks since Curtis and Joanne's son were trying to fix up the laundromat, and then they fix it, and it's like, okay, but it just feels like there was definitely passage of time, but it didn't feel like there was much change. It felt like there was more change with the surroundings, the house, the laundromat, than there was with the characters. Yeah, like I said, Lynn's punishment was the episode that had me thinking, yo, okay, the Pains is finding its own footing. All right now. But then it just got to the point where I'm like, as soon as that damn money came into play, and we saw the worst side of Ella. Come on now. Because like I said, Nyla was reassuring her kids that we're moving forward without Kendrick, and then she just goes back, and it's ridiculous. Where are we going then? You telling us we being kicked out. Yeah, because it's like, I get it. Ella made a valid point, like about the whole money, because she did the right thing putting, okay, in terms of street code, it was a dumb idea to put that money in the bank, but at the same time, she was right because she was saying, Curtis, we need to use this money to fix the laundromat, while he's talking about buying a freaking boat. And it's like, yo, we need some money coming in because this is our retirement, and you blew our retirement selling our house, moving us down here without consulting me about it. So it's almost like, Ella did know better because she took it upon herself. I think for me, the biggest thing, remember when Joanne was trying to get information from Nyla? Yeah. That's what pissed me off the most, because I don't know who pissed me off more, Joanne or Ella. Because, I mean, didn't Joanne say that Uncle, whatever the heck the dude's name was, bought her a car and gave her hush money about the robbery and everything? And it's like, you conned Curtis, and then you took the money, put it into the church, which isn't a bad thing, but you literally conned him. Robert, thank you. And then she's mad because she feels like half of that money should be hers. And that was one of my favorite Nyla moments, because Nyla pretty much shut that down. It's like, okay, how are you going to explain this in a court of law? And then, of course, Ella took it upon herself to say, Joanne, she should get half the money. Yeah, Nyla was the peacemaker in that scene. Ella, that was just ridiculous. That was just ridiculous, because it wasn't even about Curtis being selfish. It's just about what's fair. You sold me the laundromat and I purchased it, meaning that everything within the vicinity is mine. It has nothing to do with, yeah, like I said, Curtis wanted a freaking boat. And it's like, yo, what are you going to do with a boat when you need to fix up this laundromat? So, man, it was wild. There were some good episodes, don't get me wrong, but they were few and incredibly far in between. Oh, man. Dang, I'm on Instagram right now. I'm just going to see who's live. Sam and Priscilla going live at 8 o'clock. Let's see here. Not much going on my end. Like I said, most of the day I was working, editing and everything, and sleeping. Yeah, the laugh track, that's my biggest thing. And of course, seeing whether or not Tyler wastes time. I mean, just, of course, we're worried. Look at the pains. It was the excitement of having, oh my God, Tyler Perry heard us. He's bringing back House of Pain. But then it's like, I will never forget that first promotional photo where you have Curtis and Ella on the couch and you have all these new characters. And it's like, whoa, 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 we ain't asked for this. Where's CJ and them? And then I remember, because these were huge videos on my channel. I remember. Because, I mean, this was, remember, before episode 1. Before episode 1. I'll never forget it. Actually, let me see if I can pull up the playlist, because I remember those videos got real good views. Kind of like the BET Awards promo for House of Pain. That video got over 100,000 views. Yeah, just bear with me, folks. Yeah, fans were pissed. I mean, I know this sounds messed up, but I feel like You know how in Hollywood, whenever they do like certain casting for a role, and the character is like, hey, this character was white in the comic book, or this character was black in the actual story, they weren't white. It was that level of anger in the Tyler Perry fandom. Because man, yeah, I remember the RV photo. I think the photo that really got people excited were when they were standing outside of the house. This was like the early episodes where we had like CJ, Calvin, Malik, Jasmine. They were like all standing outside of the new house. And that photo, I remember I was like, yeah, the old cast is back. And people were excited. And I remember doing videos like, oh, is Miranda and Calvin, still together? Like those videos are doing numbers. I even did a video like with Calvin and Nyla get together. Me too. I was like, yeah, I get what they're doing. Maybe they're going to establish the new cast first and then have the older cast come in from time to time, but that didn't happen. Uh, Dang, it's hard for me to find the playlist because I haven't posted a video in that playlist in a while. Yeah, I mean, you gotta hit the ground running in some cases, but the problem is when you do that, there's a lot of filler involved. Yeah, and I'm just gonna read off some of the titles of videos I did. Um, will Miranda return? 64,000 views. Tyler Perry's The Pains premieres in 2018. 42,000 views. Will Calvin and Nyla get together? 41,000 views. Is Miranda gone for good? 24,000. Have not how excuse me, House of Pain characters will return. 13,000. Does he do all the writing? No, he does it all himself. Write, produce, directs. I don't know. Notifications, live stream better than nothing. Yeah, that got 18,000 hits. Oh yeah, I'm looking at some of the thumbnails. I remember there was a time where I would have memes as the thumbnails. This is the season one finale, so it's like I don't expect everything to be wrapped up. Not to mention they got to sprinkle breadcrumbs to have us wanting a season two. I mean, season two is happening, but remember they got to keep the story going. Not everything's just going to be resolved, and that'll be the end of that. Mm. Let's see. Yeah, the House of Pain videos blow up fast. Do you think that should wrap up? Oh, sorry. That we're probably yeah. He needs more input. At the very least, a consultant to keep the story going, or maybe test audiences. I don't know. They should have had Calvin move down there. Yeah, I remember. Oh, I'm reading some of the chats I might have missed there. Yeah, we're gonna have and have not something soon. I hope so. Anyway. Hey, Yvonne, how's it going? I mean, when you look at how long he's been doing what he's been doing, it's like, yeah, you'll run out of stuff unless you have help. So I really do feel like at some point that would be a great thing for him to look into. Hunter look like he about to fight. Yeah, because Diane's going to go up there and spill the beans or spill the tea, then drop the mic. Yeah, it's crazy how those videos have been blowing up. I mean, here's hoping those episode reviews I plan on doing will do the same. Yeah, I haven't done them just yet because the oval is priority right now. So remember that after this week, Greenleaf is the only show I have left to review, and then there's only 3 episodes left. So the back half of August is going to be pretty dry. You know, I'm going to be doing my have and have not, and if Loving You Is Wrong rewatches and stuff like that. I was actually thinking maybe I'll go home and stay for like a couple of weeks because I won't be pressed to do as many videos and everything. And I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop, but it'll be like a nice. Maybe I need a mental break. Yeah, who hasn't seen a family that prays? I actually still have one copy left, a triple movie set. I'm going to be doing DVD giveaways towards the end of the month too, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, Catherine and Hannah definitely gave me vibes. I'm like, was that a potential inspiration for their characters in the Haves and Have-Nots? No telling what happened to that holiday special. Richard should get his job back. Well, he certainly doesn't want to be at home right now. So maybe he'll rather deal with the first family than deal with his own family. Yeah, do you have any cast interviews coming up soon? The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Valerie from Bruh. That should hopefully happen sometime next week. But other than that, not at the moment. Yeah, I can't wait to hear her singing. It's been a while, to hear Cora sing, not Tamala Mann sing. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't watch horror films. I don't know, but hopefully we'll find out what's been going on with Priscilla tonight. Yeah, she certainly will look different. Sam is still a good man, but will he cheat with Victoria though? I think the highest is at the Rakadushi compound, and with Barry being the hothead he is, I think he will probably get shot before he can even get in there, unless he drives through the gate. I mean, nobody's bothered to contact him to give him the job back. Yeah, I miss Ruthless too. I don't know, maybe. The highest video is the one about Justin will have his way with Jeffrey this season. It has about like 330 some thousand views. I doubt that we're going to have limited commercials. That would be my only hope, to be completely honest. But sadly, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, the second highest video is Who is the Real AJ? That's 246,000. Barry talk big stuff, but he's a yeah, I probably will. Yeah, I definitely will do a video like that. I'll do a video talking about my overall thoughts on the Oval season one. Thought number one: too many damn commercials. No joke. Too many commercials. Too many characters. Honestly, I don't even think, even if these two episodes tonight are phenomenal, I don't think that would be enough to like change my overall scope, because even if the beginning and the end are phenomenal, but if it's based like the burger, if like the top and bottom bun are just tasty, but the condiments and the burger are horrible, I'm going to think it's a bad sandwich. Nah, I hated the way "If Loving You Is Wrong" ended. And my fear is that the haves and the have-nots will be the same. Is Sharon really a villain, though? Yeah, I mean, you can have a rough start and barely stick the landing, but if it was a great journey along the way, I think it was a success. But I think the problem with the Oval is like, it in my mind, it's almost like it had an identity crisis, because it felt like we were just thrown into way too much too soon. I don't know if we're going to find out who the father is. I feel like Kareem's outburst seemed very Barry-like. I don't know if he's a physical abuser. I don't think he is, because Sharon's never brought it up. But I, he's a hothead in his own right. It's going to be big. I mean, well, you would think, because it is Tyler Perry. Yep, wanted to catch audience too quick. Yeah, I mean, like I went back and watched the first scene, because I remember doing a live stream a couple days ago, and people were like, "Hey, I had a friend. They watched that first scene in Hunter and Victoria's fight. It was so bad they just decided not to watch. It was kind of bad." She was wrong, but again, when you look at how Barry was acting, again, I'm not trying to justify it, but I'm just saying like it's understandable. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's an entire season. I feel like we barely know him. He's a pervert, and that's pretty much it. Probably the panties. Oh, not necessarily. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry about yawning. Maybe it isn't the panties, but maybe she goes on. Oh, well, the current press secretary slept her way to the top, so she'll probably like try to expose Ellie or something like that, even though it's not true. Yeah, led on. No, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is when it starts. Hunter is just a pawn. He's just a pawn. Yeah, it'll be great to see her too, Maud. He is dispensable. A lot of the characters are. Oh, 8 o'clock here. Okay. If Gale's killed off, then maybe Jason's character will be developed more. I mean, the sad part is like they were kind of building it where Gail was getting development, but then to kill her off wouldn't make a lot of sense. Kind of like, okay, Gail is the Amanda, and then Jason will become the one who gets the focus. I don't really know how to gauge Hunter, to be honest. He's just the sex hound, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I honestly don't know how to describe him. I mean, yeah, how are you going to work in that environment? I know she needs to credit. She got to do what you got to do, but at the same time, it's like, eh. I know, right? Barry gets more focus. His character's so one note. Where's my daughter? Yeah, Pinky's gone. Nah, if I go to sleep, that's it. Like, if I wake up at like 9:30, I'm not watching. It's like, I've already missed the first 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, the Bobby, he just seems way too eager to help. It wasn't that Picky wasn't interesting. They just didn't give him a lot to work with. I hate Donald and Kyle. I think Sharon might have learned a lesson. I think more so it's about Barry learning his lesson and how to treat people right. Guru. One person said they don't know why Barry's family's in the show. I've been seeing that a lot ever since the show first started. I mean, Richard being the butler is great, but it's like, did we need this much focus on his family? I mean, because his connection to the White House is being the butler, but he hasn't been the butler for like 80%, if not 90% of the season. See what I mean? It's because we got so many characters. Yeah, will we find out about the money and the bloody knife? No, I don't think. I think Donald's acting is pretty good. I mean, at first it was Richard who was giving me David Harrington vibes. Then it was Donald. And when I'm talking about David Harrington vibes, I'm talking about, the stoic delivery of, I need you to move these boxes by yourself. And then Richard is like, Nancy, you need to go down there. You need to make sure you tell the boy not to talk. Yeah, I mean, when you keep stuff inside, it will eat away at you. So I agree. I agree. She probably drinks something that knocks her out. Oh, sorry. All the characters are supposed to be intertwined, but a lot of there's supposed to be entangled, but there's a lot of missing pieces. Not to mention we're constantly getting new characters added to the roster as well. So I don't see Kyle as a villain. He seems like someone who takes orders from someone else than doing things on his own. You're talking about a guy who's actively trying to sabotage someone's marriage, so wouldn't that be considered villainous? Well, if she gets those DNA results back, she will. I think the Secret Service guy is Barry's father. Yeah, Nancy gets a lot of hate for that slap. I mean, wouldn't it be crazy if yeah, I think you mixed it up there. You should have said Barry instead of Picky instead of Barry, because what if uh what if Picky was Richard and Nancy's son, but Barry was Sam and Nancy's son? Yeah, that would be wait. I don't even That's like a mind. That breaks my brain just thinking about it, so I don't even want to think about that. Kyle is that one teacher who nobody likes because they take their job too seriously. We all knew teachers like that. Yeah, I disagree. Just because you got 50 characters doesn't make for a great show. I mean, if anything, you make things forgettable. It's like, oh, I forgot about this character storyline because I haven't seen him in like 5 weeks. Not to mention, I don't think this show did well because they had too many breaks in between, you know? Hated Andrea and the family that praised. I think people should cut Barry some slack. Remember, his daughter's still missing, but that doesn't excuse his behavior. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to sleep, but I'm just going to chill. I got a couple of things to post online, and that's pretty much about it. They're not videos; they're just social media posts. But I will be on Twitter. Make sure you follow me. I'll put my Twitter in real quick. My Twitter handle, that is. Okay, I just put my Twitter in right now. It's kind of weird because when you answer questions, it's like you're looking right at me in person. It's a good thing. Oh, that's great. Yeah, because sometimes, like, I'm looking at the chats on my laptop versus looking at the screen. This was the number one new scripted series. Watching on 3 devices. That's great. Thank you. That the niece is a spy and faked her death and know everything because Hunter tells too much. That's next level. But how the hell did she get out of the room? Kyle was standing there the entire time. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking September too. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's Tyler Perry. You never know what's going to go on there. All right, guys. Well, it is 7:59 p.m. here on the East Coast, so we'll get the Oval in about an hour. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Maybe I'll keep in mind whenever I do live streams to just wait because people come in later than usual because of notifications. But yeah, this was a great discussion. And if the episodes were really good, I will come back and we can do another live stream around a little after 11 o'clock. And then sometime on Thursday, I will go ahead and do my reviews for both episodes. And if there are any kind of like theory videos to do, I'll do those throughout the week. But yeah, and I'll have the channel name will go back to the haves and the have-nots review probably by Friday, and then of course I'll be dropping the recaps for Loving You Is Wrong and the Haves and the Have-Nots episode 1. Who Dat Nation? That's what I'm thinking. Ah, okay. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later. We got 1 hour left.